Hi, my name is Heather King, and this is my first video. I am going to attempt to start filming my scrapbook and card and all crafty process videos, but I thought I would begin with sharing the space that I'll be doing that in. So this is one of the bedrooms in our house, which I was lucky enough to have and snag for my crafty space. My seat, the main workspace in the middle, that's where I sit, and I like sitting in the middle because I have a view of everything around me. I don't like looking at a wall. So it is taller than a regular desk, which I prefer because I stand a lot. I actually got that at a yard sale for $30, and my husband put a new top on it, and so that is where I sit. The closet is pretty packed. We added shelves. My Christmas stuff is on the top shelf because that's not the only place it would fit. I have several bins. And then I have albums and projects that I want to complete. And down below there's canvases and home decor, mixed media surfaces, things that I'll get to one day. I have an extra stool for when my daughter comes in and likes to create with me. The table over there has my silhouette and my photo printer below one of them. It's the Pixma. It prints very large photos. That little box I made has all the photos that I need to scrap. And then this cabinet that sits on the floor has ribbons and flowers, random embellishments, fabric down below. Then I have some pretty little things up top, some my daughter made. And then I like to hang my projects wherever I can. I like to look at them when I'm creating. So that wall over there, those are actually spice racks that belong in kitchen cabinets, but I'm a kitchen designer and came across some ones that weren't needed, and they work really well for paints and sprays and mixed media supplies, and I have it full. That cube that's sitting on the counter, that holds all of my watercolor materials, Kiritaki watercolors, couple random ones from Michaels, my Peerless. I have watercolor palettes from Prima, and then I have my Zig Clean Color, oil pastels, watercolor pencils. Then the bottom 4 cubes hold embellishments, wood chips and stickers and die cuts, lots of embellishments. And then that section on the wall has glitters, Nuo drops, wood, black stamps, ones that I like to look at. And then that shelf below, I got most of those jars from the Target Dollar Spot, and it has flare buttons and binder clips and some embellishments that I created with stamps and dies, and my ribbon stash, more projects that I made. That paper stand I was really lucky enough to snatch from a local craft store that was downsizing, and I was very lucky to snag that. Down below I have trays. These are all of my alphabet stickers, thickers, and then each one of these has papers and embellishments for themes like birthday, fall, Halloween, school, except Christmas, which are several bins that are in my closet. I have specialty papers and watercolor, Bristol papers, this holds collections that are almost gone, and I keep them up there because I hope to kill them, which would be an accomplishment. And then down below, these are all collections from various manufacturers, which some of them are several years old because I have a really hard time purging, and I'm a hoarder just like most of you all are, I'm sure. But part of my new adventure this year in wanting to share my creations and get out there, and I have so much stash that I love to buy new stuff just like everybody does, and I have added to some of this. I mean, some of these are fairly new in the last year. I have gotten some new, but I really would like to put a dent in my stash, and I'm hoping to do that this year. So this is the beginning of a journey that keep your fingers crossed, that will be fulfilling. And hopefully I can use even some of the older collections. I don't mind using older products. They were inspiring to me when I purchased them, and I still love them. So new or old, I will use it. You know, everyone's tastes change, but for the most part, pretty paper and stickers still inspire me no matter what year they came out. So anyway, this is my desk. Down below I have all my paper scraps that I keep there hoping to use, because just like you, I keep everything. This container holds all of my finished cards, and then this holds card supplies like envelopes and bases. I have just my adhesives all in here, and just random tools in that drawer. Keep them close because I use them often. This top drawer has all of my embossing powders and some random things like little beads and inks that I use regularly. I have a whole stash of quick powder chalk inks, which I use. More colored pencils and markers, random supplies. And then down below, just more random items that I'll work on one day. I recently bought this cart from Michael's, and it just holds, you know, my paper towels. I use baby wipes. We all use those every day. Down below I have trays and little dishes that I like to use to organize when I'm working on a project. That second level has some projects that I am trying to get organized. And then as we go to this side of the room, which is my favorite part, lots of pretty things up top. Some of those albums have pictures in them. And actually this level are all finished projects, just little kits that I've made that are without pictures, but one day I'll put pictures of them. I love looking at them nonetheless. Ink, supplies, blocks, and ink blenders, some wood block stamps. These are all my clear stamps. I do have them organized by theme because that's what works best for me. And these are all my stamp pads. I am not necessarily particular to any one brand. I have some from many different companies, and I get them based on what colors I like, and sometimes just different brands I want to try. These are all of my dies. And I cinch more wood block stamps. This is all my silhouette supplies, and these have my extra bags, the sleeves for the stamps and dies, stamping tools, some of the embossing plates that don't use larger stamps. My fingers tool. And then the center section below, those are random craft supplies that my daughter will use when she's in the mood, which is not as often anymore, but I still keep it. Markers and stickers and things that are appropriate for her. I have my selfie and my camera and photo paper in here. Some more photo paper. Punches that I'll use every once in a while. Don't use them as often now that I have my die, my Big Shot, my Silhouette, but they're still handy to have. Down below, that's my daughter's little sewing machine. And I do have a much larger stash of punches that I keep on the back of the door, which I can't part with yet, so I'm still holding on to them. My sewing machine, these have sequins and jewels in it. Magazines that I still like to browse through. Buttons, lots of little pretty things. My bin here, still have more flowers. These are all little wood chipboard embellishments. Washi tape, and then my homemade Crafty Goals frame. I created that just because, well, I am a very organized person. I'm a list maker, and that helps me. I'm a little behind on some of them, but even if I don't get through them, I still like to look at it. So that little wire bin, I love it. Holds all my twine and random ribbons. And then we have a puppy. His name is Jackson. He likes to lay in here while I'm creating, so I have a spot for him too. So I look forward to sharing more. I am excited about this new adventure and challenge I'm setting for myself. I know after looking through lots of other craft room tours that this is minimal compared to some, but it's enough for me to want to challenge myself to really try and make a dent in it. I have so much product, so much inspiration and within these walls that I think I can do it. So I look forward to it and can't wait to share more. So thanks for joining me. Bye.